Today, we will be replacing the LCD screen of an iPad Pro 11. This tutorial can be used for the iPad Pro 11 first and second generation, as well as the iPad Pro 12.9 third and fourth generation. The position of the display flex cable and Face ID flex cable in these models are the same. Because the LCD is very fragile, please follow these instructions carefully and watch the whole video before attempting. And if your broken screen still has a good display, don't throw it away. You can send it to us in exchange for credit on our web store, where it can be used to buy accessories for your phone or iPad. What's more, shipping is on us. Contact us using the link in the description for your free shipping label. If your iPad frame is bent, we recommend that you send your device to us for repair. This is because a bent frame will not support your new screen and can easily cause damage to it. If you experience any problems, please contact us for technical support. We test each of our LCD screens before shipping, but some damages may occur during the shipping process. If the new screen doesn't work, first check the battery connection and display flex cable connection. If the problem persists, uninstall the screen and send it back to us for an exchange. Please check the display before applying adhesive. We do not accept returns of screens with adhesive applied. All the materials you need are included in your Lenwell screen kit, or can be easily found in your home. You will need a metal pry card, 2 plastic pry cards, a screwdriver, a pair of tweezers, a suction cup, packaging tape, a heating pad or a hairdryer, and adhesive with needle applicator. Part 1. Removing the broken screen. First, tape the screen to hold the broken screen together and to avoid injury. Cut off the excess tape. Next, heat the iPad to 70 degrees Celsius or 158 degrees Fahrenheit with a heating pad or hairdryer. We will heat each side in order to soften the adhesive before using the pry cards. Blow dry the right edge of the iPad first. Don't hover over one place for too long. Heat the side evenly. While heating, test the temperature with your hand. The iPad will be ready when it is hot to the touch. The adhesive will begin to cool as time passes, so reheat it every few inches. Use the metal card first. In places with a lot of shattered glass, you can chip it away with the card. Start separating the screen from the frame by carefully sliding the metal card in between. Begin at the top right corner and then move down along the side. Move the card in a sawing motion. Don't use too much force or cut too deep. You shouldn't go deeper than 1/4 of an inch with the card. Now that the right side is done, move on to the bottom edge. Heat the adhesive. Again, be careful not to go too deep. Next, heat the left edge in the same way. Be careful not to cut too deep. In addition, be gentle when encountering broken glass. Don't force the card through, just go along the edge. Only use the metal card on the left, right, and bottom sides. Do not cut the top side because it contains the Face ID flex cable, which is very fragile. You will be transferring it to the new screen. Each iPad uses a unique Face ID flex cable. It can't be replaced, so be careful not to damage it. Now, we'll need to go around the sides again with the plastic cards. The screen is very fragile, so be gentle. First, Insert the metal card carefully in a place without much broken glass. Use it to prop the screen up. Insert a plastic card. Use it to lift the screen and insert a second plastic card at a 45-degree angle. As the screen is propped up, slide the second plastic card down. Continue this process along the edge with the two plastic cards. If needed, use the metal card to separate the adhesive a little more. If you are using a blow dryer, add more heat if the adhesive is too hard to cut through. Now 3 sides are free. Only the top is left. Gently lift the bottom edge of the screen and run the plastic card through one last time to make sure no adhesive is left. Then, pull away from the top edge. If you are using a blow dryer, heat the top side to soften the adhesive. Use the metal card to gently separate the adhesive on the top edge, but be careful not to damage the Face ID flex cable. Do not lift the screen too high, since it is still connected by flex cables underneath. Now all 4 sides of the screen are separated. While holding the screen a short distance away, unscrew the 2 screws holding down the cover of the Face ID flex cable. Then turn on the screen and check to make sure it works. If it does, shut down the iPad. Gently disconnect the Face ID flex cable from the screen. Now you can flip the screen over. The display flex cable is still secured with a plate. Use the screwdriver to unscrew the plate. Place the screws to the side. The screws are of different sizes, so don't mix them up. Then unscrew the plate over the battery flex cable. Insert a card under the cover to disconnect the battery. Next, disconnect the display flex cable. Now you can remove the broken screen. Now, you will remove the Face ID flex cable. It is not replaceable, so be very careful not to damage it. First, use the metal card to gently separate the Face ID flex cable from the screen. Next, gently use your fingers to peel the Face ID flex cable off. Set it aside to be transferred to your new screen later. There are also two magnets on the left side of the screen. Peel them off to be transferred later. Unscrew the plate covering the display flex cable and disconnect the flex cable from the screen. Set it aside to be transferred later. You're done! If the broken screen you just removed still has a good display, send it to us for credit on our web store. Contact us for a free shipping label. The link is in the description. Part 2. Installing the new screen. First, connect the display flex cable to the new screen. Screw the cover plate back on. Next, apply glue to the Face ID flex cable and secure it to the new screen. Apply pressure with your fingers. Now, apply glue to the left side, where the magnets are supposed to go. Set the screen aside. Take the body of the iPad. Use the metal card to clean the adhesive off of the frame. Now, check to see if the frame is bent or distorted. If that is the case, bend it back in place so the new screen will lie flat. Insert a plastic card under the battery flex cable cover to disconnect the power. Make sure there is no glue residue on the card. Then take the new screen. Now you will connect the display flex cable back onto the motherboard. Don't use too much force. Align the connector carefully and press down gently. If it is not aligned, you will fry the motherboard when you power the device on. Then remove the card to reconnect the power. Screw the battery cover back on. Power the iPad on. Test the new screen with your finger to see if it responds to touch. As said earlier, we test each of our LCD screens before shipping, but some damages may occur during the shipping process. If the new screen doesn't work, first check the battery connection and display flex cable connection. If the problem persists, uninstall the screen and send it back to us for an exchange. Please check the display before applying adhesive. We do not accept returns of screens with adhesive applied. Use the suction cup to lift the screen. Screw on the cover over the display flex cable. Then, connect the Face ID flex cable and screw on the cover. Now power the iPad on. Because there is no error notification about the Face ID, the installation was successful. Next, inspect the right edge of the iPad. There are 2 grooves on the frame where the magnets will go. Make note of their positions and attach the magnets to the screen. Adjust the magnets until they line up properly. Finally, while lifting the screen with a suction cup, apply adhesive with the needle applicator to the 4 edges of the frame. Then glue the screen onto the frame. After gluing, flip the iPad over. Place it on a flat surface and apply pressure with a heavy object on top. Wait at least 2 hours for the adhesive to dry. Congratulations, you are done, Enjoy your new iPad!